Ardit Gjebrea. Now he is the grand impresario, the maestro of Kenga Magjike, which has been running for over 20 years. Of course, he also won Festival of Kengas, guys. Yes, he's got Eurovision in his blood. And I could go on and on and on about...
Let's do it, Devon. Come on, please.
Let's do this! Devon Adorabi, wiwibloggs.com. You know what? Your bio, it's so difficult to abridge it into like a 7-minute interview.
Oh, don't do it. We need 17 days to do that, so...
Congratulations on 20 years of Kenga Magjike.
Thank you.
What started as a family show has now become Albania's key legacy, and it's televised to Albania, of course, Kosovo, but also Macedonia.
Yeah.
How did all of this come about?
We started this 20 years before, when it was only Festivali Këngës, and all the artists said that they needed an alternative song contest. And so, as being a friend of all the artists, of the Albanian artists, so they came to me and they says, you should do something. I don't know why me, but...
The responsibility fell on your shoulders.
And so this is, we decided and I did it. So we started, and at the very beginning it was just how it can be. And we decided to do this Kanga Magjike, and now I think that the artists are happy about this production.
I think what they're happy about as well, because I was speaking to many of them actually on this trip, is about the concept. You said that, you know, you're a friend of all the artists, and
Yep.
Kenga Magjike is a friendly show because the votes come from the artists themselves. It's like a kind of an endorsement that you should be the grand prize winner because they vote for themselves.
Exactly. That was that we're saying that 20 years before they were unhappy about the voting in Festivali Këngës, and I says, if you are unhappy, so how it comes if you will vote for each other? And they says, okay. If you ask me today, are they happy? They are not happy because they're becoming enemies between them. But this is the life. It was their decision.
But
so
I think,
here we
I
are.
think friendships are
You have
made
it.
and enemy lines are created.
Exactly.
But I guess that's the same with anything that involves an element of competition. I mean,
Yeah, that's not important. To say the truth, I consider the Kanga Magjike more like a show, like a contribution in the Albanian music, and not who is going to win this competition, because the winner is going nowhere. So, if you have a beautiful song, here it is, and you have done.
just out of curiosity though, I was you know, this is my first Kenga Magjike live, but I have been following the show for about 7 years now. And one thing that I do notice is that, because I follow Eurovision quite passionately, it's very similar concept. Apart from the voting, which is identical to Eurovision, the song submissions are around the 3-4 minute mark, most of the songs. And the grand orchestra is not there, which is also not at Eurovision.
Yep.
Interestingly, Festival of Kengas, which leads to Eurovision, Kenga Magjike appears to be the fit. You're looking at me so surprisingly. Has this never been said to you before?
Yeah, everybody's saying to me that. So I want to know the final question.
The final question is, do you draw inspiration from Eurovision? And
Sure.
if that's the case,
Yeah.
have you considered having Kenga Magjike as perhaps the selection process for Eurovision?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
No, because I want to tell you that it's Festivali Këngës who has that right to do that, and so I don't want to interfere in the business of the Albanian radio television. And it was not this my aim, absolutely not. And I told you previously that it's an example for me, because we have seen Rai television all our life, and so we have grown with the Sanremo's festival. But it's question of choice. Do you want to make a festival like Sanremo or like Eurovision? According to you, which is the best?
Well, I mean, I like Eurovision, but
Me
I
too.
also respect Sanremo because it is the selection for Eurovision, and actually a very successful selection.
Exactly.
Because most of the acts from
but my-
Sanremo do very well.
Being a host, I have a question too. So, I respect any festival, but which is your choice?
But you're an interesting character because you've actually won Festival Kengas as well.
Sure, I want that. But if it's my choice to be Gemini with whom, my brother will be Eurovision.
Right.
So this is why I choose to be Gemini with Eurovision and nothing to do with other festivals. So even sometimes I contest. I don't like the way of choosing the song Festivali Kangas in Eurovision because if you want to make a competition for Eurovision, I think that you have to respect the Eurovision's rules. So in that competition, you have to make a song which is 3 minutes duration. If you are singing Albanian, the last version that you have to choose, you have to sing it in Albanian at Eurovision or in English after in English. So a competition where I have to see the song as it will be in Eurovision. So this is my concern about Festivali Kangas, and I told different times to the people who direct this institute, like who is the Public Albanian Radio Television. They are my friends.
Oh, at RCS.
But, exactly. But I don't know why they don't hear to me. So it's their business. This is my business. So nothing to do.
You must have had a complete meltdown when El Haidadani won with a song, and then decided actually we're going to create a completely different song.
Exactly. I love Festivali Kangas because it's a festival where I've participated different times as singer 3 times. So 3 times, 2 times I've won first prize, and
Oh, you've won twice.
yes, twice.
You must regret the fact you never went to Eurovision.
In 1991 and in 1995.
How
And in-
sad that at that time
Yes.
there was no Euro.
And in 1993 I arrived the third. But after that I've composed the song for Rovena Dilo, and as a composer, and it was the first prize again. So in 1997, something like that. And
But we all remember 2010 with Juliana Pasha.
exactly.
It's all about you and the things that you do.
And I was the composer of that song. So I've been in Norway, and it was a great experience. Really, I had a very good time.
20 years. What keeps you going?
Artists believe in this festival because I'm not a manager, I'm not a businessman, I'm an artist. So I treat the artists in this song contest as I wanted to treat the others me. So this is why they feel like at home, because they had no a manager, no, not a producer, but a person like them, an artist.
Well, it's also an incredible platform, giving 10 weeks of weekly exposure. And the Sunday extravaganza today, by the way, Ardit Gjebrea also hosts a Sunday show, the Albanian Sunday program.
Oh, 11 years. Yes, this is the 11th one, starting from 12:30 until 7:20.
Yeah,
The program
It's
which
a
is
7-hour
killing
show.
me,
it's a 7-hour show.
and which is keeping me away from my family, away from my trips, away from my personal life, nothing.
Well, your plastic
So my
surgeons are
office-
happy. They're happy. They've got a great client.
Yeah. I think I have time to do that. So,
Oh, God.
I talk to the owner of television where I work that only one bedroom now I need there, and it's everything okay because
You already have a wardrobe. We saw that.
yeah. I have a lot of things, only the bedroom.
The wardrobe
but my wife
is
says
bigger
that,
than my flat.
my wife says that if you are going to make because the owner says to me, yes, I'm going to do that, and in the new building where we are now, so we have 3 floors only for our program, and he says that okay, another floor you're better, and my wife says if you are going to do that, I will ask the divorce from you. And I
Oh
said,
my God,
"Okay."
and we certainly don't want that. I love hanging around with you because, like, literally on the table is like Eurovision royalty. Across from us was Aurela Gache. There was Casey Tola, like, next to us. Literally, as we're about to have dessert, Calliope calls. I mean, it's like
My big love.
you are so connected with the community.
Sure.
It's so great. And there are lots of fans on wiwibloggs as well who are now going to know about you, and some of who already know about you. Do you have a message for them?
Oh, I'm very happy that we have a connection now. And I love this community, and it's a big love. And I have followed the Eurovision since I've been a child. And really, it was a dream. And the first song that I remember, it was Vicky Leandro, Après toi,
Après toi.
Tirana, oui, nana. This is my first love.
That was for France,
And,
right?
Luxembourg.
Luxembourg,
Yes.
yeah.
And you know that you never forget the first love. Maybe you will have different love in your life.
It's
But
never
the
as
first
good as the first time.
Exactly. And that was my first time in Eurovision, which was the best one. I'm waiting still to come.
Oh, fantastic. It's been such a pleasure being here. We've loved Kenga Magjike. It's now going to be part of our annual coverage. We're so excited.
Yes.
And thank you so
And
much.
I invite everybody to come and see
Absolutely.
this festival.
And you've got to come, guys. Kenga Magjike is, it's magical. That's all we're saying. We'll see you later. Bye.